Sorry, I got cut off. So that was like this is part two of part one. So I was saying that I I told my wife I think either or whoever called me first for the positions from Seattle or Tampa, whoever called I would take. And I was saying that I have family in both areas. So Seattle called me. Seattle called me, offered me a final offer, and I took it. And they were it was very cool, man. It was awesome. It was an awesome feeling because you're still in the unknown, and when you do everything that you're supposed to do, and it's just a waiting game. Hurry up and wait. Military folk know that. You try to get everything done so it can be a smooth process, but you pretty much just gotta wait. So when I got that call, I just remember the lady was. She actually gave me time because she was like, "Well, we're offering you this position. This is how much it's going to cost. Or this is going to be the pay, hourly pay. This is what your an idea of what the schedule is going to be like for you, and this is what you'll be doing. And can you? And they're asking you, are you willing to do these things? And so, and then it came down to, well, when do you want to start? So I asked the agent that talked to me, or the HR rep, I was like, hey, is there any way I can discuss this with my wife? Because I was actually at lunch with her. And okay, this is the cool thing with me. I literally got my blue ID card. I literally got my blue ID card on the 1st of April. That's when I officially became a retiree. That same day was because I still live on military housing, because my kids are in school on base, and we wanted them to finish school. And so they let us extend to the end of the year. But I no longer get housing pay, so I have to pay rent out of my own pocket. So the day that I got my blue ID card and my family got their ID cards was the very same day that I had to pay rent for the first time. And that gave me that factor, okay? Like, this is real. I need a job. I don't know when I'm going to get disability. I don't know when my retirement check's going to kick in. Thank goodness we saved, money for this. But it was kind of scary. And then the very next day, I ain't lying. The very next day, I got that call from TSA. So you couldn't ask for anything better on that. So with that, I just asked them, I was like, hey, I told her everything I just told you too. I was like, hey, I literally just retired yesterday. And it was cool the way she responded. She was like, wow, this is like meant to be. So the next, I just said, hey, I need to discuss with my wife, the dates. And the cool thing about it was, like, they were like, okay, we understand you're in North Carolina. You're probably not going to be able to take the 15th. She goes, I'm just guessing. But you can take the 15th, you can take the 28th, you can choose, like, basically every two pay periods, or every pay period, every 2 weeks, you can pick a start date. And I was like, wow, man, they're willing to let me start almost, I think I came almost 2 months out. And I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the 15th this month, but I just want to talk to my wife and just, explain to her, first give her the good news and then just see how she feels, which I already knew, but, we're a team, so I had to talk to my lady. So obviously she was excited, and she was like, yeah, take that 15th. So I called back within a half an hour, probably less, and said, hey, I do accept this position, and I want to work on the 15th. So this is the second. So I think the third, on the third, I got an email saying on my candidate dashboard that I need to do my e-orientation, and then what's the other one? E-orientation, and then, man, I can't even think of it. I gotta look on it. There's 2 things on it, but they were already checked. And the orientation is like you're pretty much having to go through your paperwork. And I guess it's something new versus what they've done in the past. You're kind of like filling out your banking information, what type of medical plans you want to take, dental, life insurance, your TSP, what type of, retirement. There's a lot of stuff that, you still got to fill out. So being that I have a lot of time on my hands, man, I just got to it and I started, putting all my information because, I wanted to make this a smooth transition. So I got all that done. And then maybe a few days later after that, I got my actual time for my orientation date. So, my orientation date, and I think that's the day that you swear in. It is the day you swear in, is on the 15th. So, with that is, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm driving. Today is the 7th or 8th. I can't remember. It's one of these, but it's the 7th, I think. So I'm driving to Washington right now, and so I get there nice and early, and I got family there, so I'll stay with my brother-in-law or my father or mother-in-law, whoever, and then on that Monday, I'll drive to Seattle and still have all the documents that you need. Same thing, pretty much for the assessment, what you need to bring, and then start the life of the TSO. That's all I really know right now. But from a military standpoint, I know everybody's different. I just want to say, if I would have known that the process for the assessment would have been that quick, there was a couple things that I would have done. Because they gave me an SF-86 back in July. I should have filled it out or completed it, because when I got to February and they gave me the assessment, they sent me out another SF-86, and all my information that I put in there was still saved in there, but it's only active for X amount of days, and then if you don't finish it, then it closes. So if I would have known what I know now, I'd have put everything in, but I just didn't know. I didn't know that pretty much, and this is what my man Polo Joe said, as soon as you start the assessment, it goes quick. But in reality, my first go around, it was really quick. So I started May, and my call for the assessment was end of June, early July. So if I was, if I didn't have so much time in the military, I probably would have been, I could probably have been working around, or I'm only guessing, based off where I'm at now, August time frame. August, maybe September. But, things happen for a reason. You definitely got to be patient. And I know it's easy for me to say, and for the people who have already gone through it, but you do. It's going to work out. And that's what my man Polo Joe would say all the time. He's like, man, I got faith in you. I know it's going to happen. You just got to be patient. Definitely don't quit your job. Definitely continue to work the job if you have one. But it will come. I am so super excited to work for a TSO. I've been wanting to do this job for probably the last 10 years. And just because being in the service and the job that I had, I traveled a lot. And every time I went to an airport, there was something about seeing a screener, TSO officer. Every time I saw them, I just thought to myself, I could do that. And I looked at it, it was easy. And not saying that the job is easy, I'm sure it has its struggles, but it was very appealing to me. I like uniforms, I like having a beard, okay? Being in the military for 20 years and always having to shave, and just having the opportunity to keep a beard neatly trimmed, that was like, man, you can let me keep my beard. So I was like, yeah. I know I talked a lot, but like I was looking online for a lot of info on what to expect, and Polo Joe was, I hope I'm saying his name right, but Polo Joe, his videos was awesome. It was awesome, and I would hit him up on Instagram. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, Vinsanity at 40, or what I say, Vinsanity at 40, Vinsanity 40, Vinsanity 40. If you want to ask questions, and I can tell you, or this is my first time kind of doing this YouTube video thing, but I'm only doing it because, a couple reasons. One, I'm bored, and two, just want to tell you my experience of this whole thing. And I was looking through the eyes of a person who was a civilian, and not somebody who was in the military. The other thing I would have done too, thinking about it, but I was kind of this different situation, is I could have talked to my command, depending on your unit, but it's supposed to be that I could have talked to my unit and said, hey, I got a job lined up, and asked for a working copy of your DD-214, so that way you can give your employer a copy saying that you will be discharged on such and such date, and that you can start working. Because you can't do that. I hear you can't do that in the military 6 months out. So I knew that I was going to have some type of surgery, so I knew I was going to be able to work anyway, kind of deep down inside. So I just put in my paperwork because I thought that I was going to have to. Wait a while. So, man, I'm just, like I said, I'm happy for this experience. I can't wait. I so can't wait to start this job. I'm super excited. I'm a people person. I can't wait to put on a uniform. I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of surprised that I'm going to be swearing in again. I swore in 5 times in my military career, and I thought that last time was it, and it's not. But this time I get to do a different career and serve my country in a different uniform, and it's a good feeling. I like it's a different safety aspect of it, of taking care of people. And a lot of people kind of looked at me sideways about doing TSA. And at the end of the day, you got to do what you love to do. All right, you got to do what you love to do. Don't be ashamed about the things that you want to do. I have a family to feed. Okay, I got a family to take care of. 2, I've already, for me personally, I've already had a very good, demanding job, and I did it for 20 years, and I love doing it. And my next job, I wanted a different pace. I wanted a different type of work. And like I said, for the last 10 years, that I would always ask every time I would go somewhere, I would always ask an agent, how you like it? What's the pros and cons? And I never really heard any cons. I mean, if anything, it's just like type of people that you work with, can make the job. But it's like that in the military too, So to me, I'm like, not too many people make me upset. I really let it roll off my back. There was just a bunch of pros to it. So, when look, it's a federal job too. It's got benefits and it gives you security. And as soon as I got that phone call, I got that sense of security like the military gave me of, you're in, okay? You got to be pretty dumb, do something stupid to get the boot. And I don't like to do anything stupid. So, yeah, that's all I got, man. You got any questions? Like I said, this is the first time I kind of done something like this. You can hit me up. I'm sure you can see my name. I don't even know what my screen name is on this. But you can definitely hit me up on here. Look me up on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And yeah, I hope everybody who's trying to do TSA that your experience is just as joyful as mine. Trust the process. Takes a while, but you'll get in. Okay? You'll get in if you just be patient. All right. Have a good one.